Welcome into the Chop and Beef Show, week number 15, season number 4, 16, week number 16, season number 4, coming to you live from Mom's basement. It is me. I am the Beef, Case the Beef Krieger, joined as always by my cast of cronies, Zach Locks Parker, JJ in Tampa. What's up, fellas?
Cheers.
You got some devil water in there? You got some devil water in there?
Of course I do.
My guy.
How do you think I get through this show?
The beautiful thing is my computer is telling me that I have unstable internet connection. So we haven't had.
We can tell.
You can tell?
You're blurry as me without my glasses on.
For some reason, it looks like your head gets bigger
when
you don't have a good Wi-Fi.
It is bigger. No, it's a weird situation here. Like, I need to back up, but my wire's only so long, so that just goes to show you how big my head is. You know,
and you get to move the 3 or 4 chins out too. The further back you go.
Yeah, I know. It's a big one now.
Hell yeah.
Kevron Harris, check it in. Good evening, y'all. Let's go. Clemson beat UConn. Thank you, buddy. Great to see you as always. Appreciate you.
Can I ask a question?
Kevron chimes right
Me
in.
too, Kevron. We could be big head buddies.
My head's long, Kevron. Look how long my head is.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
I mean,
I got a very tiny head.
Comment on it. Do you agree?
Yeah. Back in the day, I used to be offended when people would say that, but it's like, you can't do anything about it. Yeah, I could probably lose this chin or something, but other than that, I can't change the size of my dome.
You and I
so embrace it.
Well, see, that's why I think people always thought I was fat, because I have a small head.
And because you were fat. But other than that. Well, it was great. The great story.
Hey, Beef, don't be a Richard.
Great story that I always tell is when we were watching the World Cup. I think it was 2004, maybe 2008. We were in Tampa. And,
on purpose?
Yeah. And we were at a sports bar, me and my buddy Toby, and we were drinking. Let's just be honest. I don't know. I think the U.S. was playing, so it was pretty packed in this place. And anyway, I stood up to stretch out, and he goes, "Hey, can you sit, man? You're blocking the TV." And I was like, "Well, which one?" Innocently enough, I said, "Which one?" He said, "All of them." There was 100.
He wasn't lying.
Right.
This is also the same guy that when he would do his radio show on CBS Radio, and he would have me in to co-host with him, he would do big head jokes, but no one listening knew that I had a big head except my mom and dad.
Dude,
well, I got a couple of Toby stories, but I don't think we can put them on this show.
You and I literally have the same size head. I think it's fantastic that you get all the grief. Mine's just long.
Yeah, yours is yours kind of is oblong.
You know the
You're like the Elephant Man.
No, I'm like Alien, like the movie Alien. Think about it.
Yeah, that's why the Elephant Man had that kind of head too.
Yeah, you got the same hair too.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad didn't listen. I know. Who did that comment? I thought it was just Marty's got it. I think Marty's got it. So.
Yeah, Marty.
There we go. I was gonna say, man.
All right, week number 16's here. I'm not sure what week of college football, but last week's games. Anything to talk about from last week's games? Do we want to talk about last week's games at all?
Let's get to the polls. I mean, the games are the games.
Yeah, but the poll's shitty too. Who gives a damn?
Well, that's the point, though. It's like who's going to get in?
Well, I don't even know what happened last week. Was there?
Good job. Good way to study.
Research.
College football?
Yeah.
What week?
I had a suck week, I think. No, we didn't even pick. Never mind.
Yeah, I nailed it, though. I was 5-0.
Locks did pick, but
Jeff missed all of his. I'm winning.
Hey, you're not lying. He didn't pick any because we didn't have a show. All right, so let's get right to it. This is a college football show.
Okay.
So we'll get right to it.
Texas special team coach?
The college football playoff poll came out on Tuesday night in the middle of the second half of Duke, Kentucky. And so you had to watch early preseason basketball, which is, I know it's regular season, to figure out who was in the college football playoff. Off the top of my head, because I don't have it written down, because if Clemson's not in it, I don't really care as much. Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, Ohio State. Is that 1 through 4?
Hold on, I'm looking.
I didn't even watch it.
I didn't watch it either. I was in a hotel.
I did look, but I just can't remember because that's me. It's not important. Oh shit! I'm on live now.
Awesome. Yeah, sweet.
Damn it! All right, Cincinnati dropped.
Right, but no, they moved up
They're
a spot from
sixth, aren't
6 to 5. They were 6th. Now they're 5.
Oklahoma was a big mover, but not in the top 5 or 6.
They moved to 6, right?
6.
Didn't they?
6, yeah.
Um,
and behind them is the Michigan State conundrum that I've heard
Oh,
about.
Michigan jumped
Michigan.
over Michigan State.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
Michigan State beat Michigan.
Correct.
Recency
That doesn't
bias
matter.
situation.
That doesn't matter. No,
Right.
doesn't matter if you beat somebody. They definitely need to be below you.
Yeah, once you lose a Big Ten game, you're going to drop 6-7 points. So
Once you
Alabama.
it's an SEC thing, man. If you lose in the SEC, it's a good loss.
Right.
Which is why
I.e., who moved in this week? Well, Auburn's still up there.
I think South Carolina, with their big win against Florida, is now 8.
Oh boy! I tell you what, there's a lot of black being worn down here in Florida this week.
I bet. Not too happy, huh?
Cock punch those Gators.
I mean, that's a way to say it. Whoa.
Well, you saw my notes from you all. I said, Walmart sales in South Carolina went up after the win, and then Walmart sales in Florida went down after the Gators lost.
Right.
So all those Walmart fans in Florida are just pissed.
Big if true. Big if true.
Big. There goes Christmas for a lot of Florida fans at Walmart.
How about this? I got Gamecocks inbound this weekend to my house, so they're going to be all wound up to watch them play Missouri.
They're going to be clucking away at your house.
That's going to be the silent TV.
Are you gonna wear maroon and black?
I don't own any. Remember, we've had this
maroon. It's burnt blood. It's dried blood.
No burn.
A burgundy? You have burgundy? Come on.
Mm-mm.
How about white and black? Because that used to be some old school.
Nope.
You do.
Orange.
All right.
A lot of gray hues, maybe earth tones.
I like it. All right. I found it. Georgia, Alabama, Oregon is number 3.
That's just
Ohio State.
Ohio State, Cincinnati, Michigan State. And then Oklahoma.
And then Notre Dame.
We don't count them. I mean, I love them, but
10, 8, where are they at?
9. They're 9, and then Oklahoma State 10. So
Oklahoma plays Baylor this week.
Yeah.
So they got a chance to
move around
a little bit.
Here's the thing. With Cincinnati, you have 3 teams in front of them with 1 loss. And if you're Oklahoma, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 teams in front of them with 1 loss.
Is that good?
Ow.
I mean, it's the conference championship. It's just going to go straight to the moon. They're number 3 now all of a sudden,
It's crazy. And I think if you watched what everyone said oh, it's all style points. So the teams that are undefeated and back don't have enough style points to get up in the polls.
But meanwhile, Alabama didn't have many style points, and they're still 2.
Dude, Alabama losses don't count. They don't.
They really don't.
My bad.
However,
the team screwed up, not Saban.
I really believe that it's set up, and I think I said this last night. I think I said it last week to myself because we didn't have a show. That if Alabama loses to Georgia in the SEC championship, they're out.
Yeah.
They're not going to be 4 because they're not going to do Georgia, Alabama for the second time. I think they're out.
They're out.
And I think that with 2 lost teams, I said this last night on Sluggo, but 2 lost teams are not getting in. However, caveat, if there is a 2-loss team to get in, it will be Alabama.
There's going to be a lot of really good 1-loss teams still around. There's no way they can put a 2 in there.
That's what drives me nuts about college football because Alabama's always going to be good, but they really deserve shot after shot because of their resume of the past.
No.
And that's what gets me. It's
well, Well, one thing they always talk about is eye test. And your style points, like you said earlier, but it's eye test. Well, Alabama had a rough game with Florida. South Carolina if we're going to do transitive property guides, South Carolina just beat Florida like
beat the drums off.
People would have had their cell phones out because they would have witnessed a murder, man. That was just brutal. I know different weeks of the year and injuries and yada, yada. I think Florida had 40 people out or something this week.
Did LSU have any reason to be in that game against Alabama on paper?
Dan Mullen, king of excuses.
Yeah.
Oh boy, they're backing up the hearse to Dan Mullen and the moving truck to Dan Mullen's house.
He's on the hot seat. Yeah,
He got rid of 2 coaches immediately. He got rid of the defense coordinator immediately after the game. So
and the offensive line coach.
Yeah, so they're thinking about
okay. Right, they had a really good running attack, really good rushing attack. So definitely get rid of the O-line coach.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Throw themselves out of a barn, but fire the offensive line coach.
Yeah, they blast holes, but to slow the game down and keep the other team off the field to score.
Special teams had some really good stuff too. Good kicker, decent punter. Fire him too, because he's just way too good. If this ship's going down, we're gonna firebomb the fuck out of it.
But here's the deal. I mean, Mullins has a proven track record. Why are you gonna get rid of him? What?
Mullen.
All right.
I heard on Levitard the other day. It's an old people trait to add an S to the end of names.
Yeah, no, we've been.
I did Mullins again. Shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the other part. Like they also don't know. They, as in the old people, they don't even know.
Don't apologize ever if you add an S. Don't apologize if you add an S ever. Do not.
Exactly.
It is wonderful.
It's tremendous.
It's plural.
And we're not even making fun. I just love it.
I love it. I just love to say.
When you bastards get to my age, you're going to do the same thing.
I'm gonna be dead by 5 years.
I told you not to have children. Take the risk drinking at bars.
Speaking of drinking in bars, so back of the week this week goes to we're back. The Texas Longhorns.
Oh, Texas, yeah.
Texas Longhorns are back. Now we missed last week. We missed last week's show, of course, a week late, $1 short. Locks is not excited about this topic at all. But
can I explain where I'm coming from on this topic? Okay.
Yeah, please. I'm kind of curious.
Whatever happened? Okay, because I know
you had a bad experience with a stripper.
I know you're going to explain it. That day was extremely busy for me, and I couldn't even look at the text messages. They were coming in so hot and furious. I looked down. I had 46. Within like 2 hours, and that was between 3 people. No,
okay,
4. Okay.
In all fairness,
hold on, Jeff.
I didn't. So I just read the text and have not looked into this at all. I saw a video of a stripper with a hell of a name showing her backyard and where her monkey is, and that's about all I know of the story. Take it from there. I didn't even look into it because I just read all your texts, and I kind of have a little.
Now you got to know, 35 of them were from one person.
Okay.
All right.
Who?
Not any of us.
Oh, okay. I don't even know because I just scrolled through it real fast.
So
there's 4 people on that thread, 3 of which are in this room.
One didn't do any.
One was trying to actually work and improve the economy for America.
It was like
I think I was trying to work as well, but it sucked in. We love you, pal.
So go ahead. What happened?
Casey, you want to tell a story or me?
You can. You got it.
There is a special teams coach for the University of Texas. I guess he's
getting $1 million a year. He came from Alabama.
I remember that part.
$1 million bucks
to coach special teams. Go ahead.
That's 7 digits, and then a dot, and 00. He decided to leave his family and fell in love with a stripper.
Who doesn't?
We've all done it. It just happens. However, we don't have a long-term relationship with them.
Right.
It's usually a couple hours.
Hours.
Maybe 24. Anyway, not that I would know. Anyway, this special teams coach for Texas left his wife and kids.
That sounds expensive.
It's Jerry Springer. I love it. Falls in love with this stripper, has a long-term relationship with her, moves her in. Her name on stage is the Pole Assassin. Okay.
It's not Bambi or Mercedes.
Or Mercedes or Tiffany or
nope, the Pole Assassin.
Gotta be a copyright
Pole
on that
Assassin,
shit, right?
Yes.
I mean,
now part of the show is her pet monkey.
okay.
Not unusual, right? You know,
if I had a nickel.
If I had a nickel every time I saw a monkey on a stripper stage,
Wow.
I might have a nickel. So where do you? I've never seen a monkey on a stripper stage.
And
the monkey high fives her at the end of the show, at the end of her dance routine.
Why not? Yeah.
I like it. So anyway, Halloween comes around, trick-or-treaters coming by, blah, blah, blah. I guess it was her night off, or she had the midnight shift.
Yeah, late shift where they start paying.
Late shift, right. Where you get more of the derelicts like us. Not that I'd know. I guess the monkey bit a trick-or-treater that was trying to like go through the backyard and go to other houses.
Yeah. So
From what I saw, it's way in the backyard.
They set up like a little haunted house in their yard. And
so
the kid went through it, and apparently there was a gate, but the gate was left ajar, and the kid walked in apparently, and it's kind of been hushed in the last week, but what a story, man. What a story.
I saw Reese Davis, Game Day, made some comments toward it. Who else? Matt Berry on ESPN made some monkey comments. It's kind of a little tongue-in-cheek action I saw going through, but yeah.
Iowa State students had chants going throughout the entire game.
I mean,
and they beat their ass too.
They have the Oklahoma Longhorn upside down with
stripper logos or stripper profiles. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
What a story.
What are you thinking about?
Yeah. How does that get out?
How does it get out?
The monkey?
Well, no. A. B. How does the story get out? Did
the monkey have a costume?
Unreal.
Well, here we have PETA getting all pissed off about the bullpen, but they're not pissed off about a monkey.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe the monkey had a costume for Halloween, and it looked like a little kid.
Seems like a trained monkey must be pissed off at this biting children.
Yeah, but I can imagine there's a lot of money out of that 7-figure deal that may be changing hands to a local parent on the street.
She better do a hell of a lot more dancing.
Y'all remember that viral video back in the day? You don't go in the shark's house. You don't go in the monkey's cage. Remember?
You don't.
Hell no.
You don't stick your fingers in the monkey cage.
Hell no. Hell no.
No, that's crazy.
Those little bastards.
But that leads me to is there a pet that you always wanted, but you knew was probably a bad idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, Joe?
I always wanted a pet bear.
Bear? Just a little guy?
A grizzly, full blown. 1,200 pounds.
Declawed or no? Because PETA come knocking.
Fuck it. I mean, let him be himself. How badass would that be? I mean, you can train them like big dogs,
Right.
Sure. They obey all the time, I'm sure.
Very domesticated.
File their teeth down so they can't.
If I can get that son of a bitch to serve me drinks, I wouldn't care. It's like, hey.
Put a little tutu on them?
No, I wouldn't put, no. God, you don't put a tutu on a grizzly. Hell no. You put like overalls and shit,
You think you'd have to watch University of Montana games or no?
I'd be fine. I'd be cool with that. We'll get the package.
The package.
Well, I always wanted to, I think I told this story about when I got my Halloween candy stolen and I was traumatized for life about Halloween. My little big-headed 7-year-old ass got jumped. And by jumped, I mean take all my candy. I caught up, though, in case you were worried. I caught up, not with the people that stole my candy, with the candy. I've eaten more in my life, so don't worry. If you were worried,
buffets.
if you were worried that I didn't eat any more candy after that day, you would be wrong.
Where'd you grow up at? The mean streets of Trenton, New Jersey, or something? Or what are we talking about?
We were South Orange, yo.
Is this the reason you don't like Halloween?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's it?
I didn't tell you that story.
No,
I knew the story, but I didn't know it traumatized you like that.
Oh yeah, I don't like it anymore. I was trick or treating at 7 years old around the neighborhood with my parents. You know, just rolling 3 deep, probably maybe 4 deep with my 11-year-old brother. And at the end of the night, my next door neighbors were out somewhere else, and we'd known them forever, never. And so they were out, but we knew they were out. So then I said, you know what, Mom, Dad, do you mind if I run over to the Digneys and get some candy? They're like, yeah, sure, you all right? I'm like, yeah, literally the next door. And I don't know if you know this about New Jersey, but
attaboy, Marty. Attaboy. I never would have thought in a million years.
But you live on top of each other. I mean, literally, like your houses. Yeah. So I literally walked down the driveway, walked up their driveway, and walked to the front door. And as I walked back down, because they hadn't been home yet, 2 kids came, knocked my little fat ass down. I wasn't fat then, actually. Took my candy and ran. So then I cried because I had a shit ton of candy. And obviously, 37 years later, I still remember it exactly how it happened.
Wow.
So fuck Halloween. But that particular Halloween, I was dressed up as a raccoon. And because I always loved raccoons. Rocky Raccoon, to be exact. Rocky Raccoon was my boy. Love Rocky.
Yeah.
So I wanted a pet rock. Pet rock?
You had one of those, I'm sure.
We had one of those in college.
When I was 10, I clotheslined myself during Halloween, but I didn't get traumatized by it.
Well, you're a stronger man than me.
True. However,
our fearless leader, been plenty to clubs in Austin. Never saw one monkey. Have seen a few pole assassins, though.
That's right.
Ain't that true?
And Eddie Lockett checking in. Attaboy. JJ would teach the bear to high five him after he got off the pole.
I sure would.
Hell yeah.
I got kicked out of one of those establishments in Orlando for high-fiving the broads when they got off the pole.
Why?
You don't remember? Oh, you weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Apparently someone didn't like it.
We high-five broads in New Orleans.
Yeah, they were great, you know?
Yeah.
We were legends in that place. Anyway.
Yeah, I almost had to go to the bank and get a loan for you.
Almost.
It was close.
And it wasn't to get me out of jail.
No.
Right.
No. It was to get on a barge with a woman in a crate and end up in Thailand.
It wouldn't have ended well. Let's just say that. Locke, you have any pets that you want back in the day?
Yeah, it's funny you ask. Well, I grew up. I had a dog, I had a cat, I had fish, I had a rabbit, and in the summer I even had turtles out in my old sandbox. So that was pretty
what
cool.
did you want?
But what I wanted was the same as Casey. I always wanted a raccoon. But even funnier to that point is the actual like pen that we had my rabbit in was originally used at my parents' friend's house, my dad's old partner. And you know what used to be in it? His baby raccoon. So we used to go over to his place and he had a baby raccoon run around. But you know what happens to baby raccoons, right? Once they get a little older, they go fucking crazy.
Yeah, they get
and there's no like telling them when that's going to happen, because when they get mature and turn to an adult, they will scratch your eyeballs out and eat your nose off. So you just kind of got to plan the timing out and get rid of that sucker at that time. But yeah, he used to have one. I could be wrong, but I think he had like a little diaper he used to run around in. It was pretty cool. Little tiny thing. Yeah. I don't even remember how he got him or nothing, but yeah, I always wanted one too, but it was like, that was a big no-go.
You remember the girl at Clemson that had a squirrel?
Yeah, I do remember her. I think, yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
I wouldn't take that any further.
No, that's
definitely a squirrel.
Let me tell you about a story about raccoons. And
I petted it.
I think Casey met this guy back in St. Joe, Missouri, where I'm from. Guy's name was Bump. That was his nickname.
Bump, yeah.
Yeah, because we nicknamed him Bump because he was as smart as a fucking bump. That's true. And he was a friend of my uncle's. and like 3 or 4 or 5 of my uncles. Anyway, we'd always go raccoon hunting. Anyway, Bump got this raccoon up a tree. And he's climbing up this tree. So this is where your raccoon man went nuts. And that raccoon waited for Bump to get closer and closer and closer. I swear to God, that raccoon pissed on Bump. I mean, just like it was like egging him on.
They even have my sense of humor.
It really did. I couldn't believe it. It's like, oh, goddamn Coop just pissed all over me. It's like, well, you dumb son of a bitch, why are you climbing up a tree?
Yeah, don't climb a tree after an animal, that's for sure.
Speaking of climbing up a tree, did you see that Gary Patterson has been fired from the University of Texas, University of Christian University, Texas Christian University?
Carousel.
So it begins. Texas Tech got their new man, associate head coach from Baylor.
Right.
Who else
Who's
is
next?
USC's looking? TCU's looking at Deion Sanders.
Yeah. Okay, so has anyone read the report?
Penn State's going to probably be looking when Franklin goes to USC.
Yeah.
You see all this shit about Deion?
No, give it to us.
Oh, this is damn near a month ago.
Is he out of the hospital?
It's being real secretive. I don't know. He went in to have surgery on his foot and hadn't been back to work since.
Is Lane Kiffin going to Miami?
So no. I don't even know what his story is, but evidently he has been interviewing for jobs. So I don't know.
Well, he's a Dallas legend.
Yeah.
His kids went to school in Dallas. He made a home in Dallas.
True.
Well, he's a Barstool guy too. So he gets massive publicity with Barstool and all of his speeches and coaching. I don't know how much of a X and O's coach he is, but he is a hell of a motivator, that's for sure.
Yeah, he'll get recruits too, and he's smart. He's smart enough to surround himself with some coaches that know what they're doing.
He's got 2 ex-players, really good ex-players on his staff right now. I can't think of who right now off the top of my head, but very good ex-NFL players help him out.
I know he's done decent. Yeah. Does anyone know Jackson State's record? I mean,
no. I know they had at least one, if not 2 losses.
Yeah. Both of his sons play on the team.
Right, one transferred from Florida State.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
really
wow.
Good. One's a
He's the
quarterback.
Or was it Miami? One of them transferred from one of the Florida schools.
Yeah. They all kind of run together.
But the coaches carousels is starting. We cover it better than just about nobody here on the Chop and Beef Show.
That's what we're known for.
Yeah. It is literally what we're known for, and our baseball preview. Our baseball preview is second to everyone.
Second to last.
It's pretty.
I have an issue with locks on this one though.
Okay.
I do. Baseball preview.
Yeah. Nail it.
Beef, first and foremost, and you know this because you read the text. Locks every day during the series is naming stats, is naming players, is naming everything on the Braves. Everything. But for the rest of the year, he's like frigid. Not shit.
Just cricket.
And I was like, who is this guy?
Buddy, you don't play in a fantasy baseball league, draft 8 out of 10 players, and come in second without knowing what's going on in baseball. That's right.
Why'd you talk about it? It's the greatest sport in sports.
I follow it like crazy. I do. My
what?
Yeah, second.
Greatest sport in sports.
Carry the one. Did you carry the one?
I am a full blown Braves fan now. I am. I have my old Braves shirt. I have another Braves shirt coming in. I do have that Guardian shirt coming. The one is Indians with the other half.
Yeah.
Like but I'm searching for a Braves hat right now. I went to Lids the other day, Jeff. You appreciate this? New Era Braves hat with World Series thing on the side.
Yeah, $45.
67.
What's the problem?
No. This is
Hold on, I'm on the phone right now. I
don't need one that bad. Don't worry. I don't even like New Era anyway. But I was just like, this is a hat? $67? What? No thanks.
I'm a 47 brand guy only.
Wow.
Well, yeah, because
because they sell bucket size.
Yeah, because cotton's cheaper than wool, and that you wear a tent.
So mean to me.
I'm not mean. It's accurate.
I can't even wear fitted hats anymore. They give me a headache.
Speaking of headaches,
I'll find you that Braves hat.
I'm good. I don't need the World Series thing. I know they won in my heart. I was there.
Wow.
Speaking of in my heart, your 11-time for West Virginia State football champions, the Bluefield Beavers, they made it, boys. They made it to the state playoffs. They are the number 14 seed in AA. They're going to make Point Pleasant Big Blacks weekend terrible.
They went from 32 to 14.
Did you say Big Black?
They'll be in action. We've had them before. We'll be in action Saturday
Are we talking about BBC?
Okay, here we go. Buckle in, boys. The Bluefield Beavers will be in action Saturday afternoon at 1:30 in Mason County, West Virginia, versus the Point Pleasant Big Blacks. It's a 3 versus 14 matchup, with the Beavers being the 14 seed. Point Pleasant is 8-1 on the season, but they haven't played anybody the caliber of the Beavers, and they've actually put it on all of their opponents. So your Beavers have to come ready to play. I think they will. Here's my prediction, JJ. I told you before the show I was going to make a prediction. I'm predicting the Bluefield Beavers Point Pleasant game. Your Bluefield Beavers 33, Point Pleasant 18. The road to Wheeling starts Saturday for our Beavers. We can't let the Big Blacks stuff our Beavers. We can't let it happen.
You can't let the BBC stuff the Beavers. It doesn't happen. The Beavers has got to take all of the BBC.
I have so many questions.
I want to answer them for you, but maybe Eddie's here. He can maybe help.
Yeah, Eddie.
Out.
I told you in 4 weeks.
What's the name? It's what are they again?
The Big Black. Wait.
Eddie told us the last time they played that we were doing this that it's like the Black Panthers or something like that, but they go by the Big Blacks.
There's a rugby team out in New Zealand goes by the Big Black.
Have been answered, but I'm still. I'm just a little befuddled. I feel like if we had
talked about your reaction,
before, I would have definitely remembered this.
It's a very popular category in a lot of the internet.
Big Black Knights. Okay. Just the Big Blacks. Do they have merch?
What?
I mean,
I don't think
like
they
wood?
have merch.
I bet not.
It might be wood.
Like a birch tree? Like
solid? I'll send you a link
merchandise.
With their merch. I'll send you a link.
I'm sure they're probably not allowed to have any.
They're definitely allowed to have Big Black merch.
They're in West Virginia.
Of course they are.
Wow. Okay.
They're going to suck up the Big Blacks.
Censored here.
No, they're not.
Hey,
who the hell is that?
Your people.
It's Dad.
Hey, Dad.
What up, Pops?
I can't pick up the phone right now. I could. It would be great, wouldn't it? We talked about a little bit earlier the arm barn, not the bullpen anymore. PETA's getting in charge of it. I had a question, though. Is PETA the original Karen? Would you ever want to hang out with someone that's in PETA? Like, it's not political for me. I love animals. We talked about it. Heck, yeah. I wanted a pet raccoon. JJ wants a pet bear. We love them. I want to hug them and kiss them and koalas and everything.
Hug them, yeah.
I want nothing wrong with them, but why are they getting so – it's called the bullpen. It does nothing to bulls.
That is where the bulls go before they are slaughtered. They go into the bullpen. We don't need them knowing about the word before they go. It'll scare them and make them emotionally distraught before they go into the bullpen and get slaughtered.
Are getting near extinct.
I was today years old when I found out that that's where they go to be slaughtered. So my point is, no one fucking knows that. So
what kind of bull's nuts? Oh wait, maybe.
Aren't those Rocky Mountain oysters?
You just got.
I hate it. I hate it. They're the original Karen.
They are. Back in the day,
I don't like it.
Back in the day when I was growing up and killing animals and skinning them and selling their pelts, PETA just they used to throw. There you go. There it is.
There it is. Yes, Danny.
Back in the day, though, I mean, PETA, that's when they got their big start was with the fur. Selling. People wearing the furs and they throw.
Yeah, but you were selling cats.
I get that part.
I killed raccoons. I got
Yeah, I mean, Big Dan kicked a cat off of a ledge. You know, like what? He nudged it. He nudged it.
You can get 15 cats in a burlap sack and throw in the. I mean, wait a minute.
Raccoons.
No, but I just don't understand when it has nothing to do with animals. Like this, it really doesn't. It's baseball.
It is a 175-year-old tradition.
Just trying to get in the publicity and the public eye.
When baseball fields actually had no fences and were in fields. I mean, come on.
Is that what it was? That's where the
open range where the buffalo.
I'm sure it was, and you had these guys on the side that were throwing the baseball after the starter through 18 innings. It's like, come on.
Yeah, that's the thing too. They didn't even have relievers back then. Guys are throwing 256 innings in 3 days.
They're throwing like 60 miles an hour too. Babe Ruth.
That's okay. If you didn't hit it, you didn't hit it.
No curveballs because their coach came out and said it might hurt your elbow.
That was later on. That was the 80s and 90s.
Speaking about the 80s and 90s.
What?
Block says these every day. He surprises us with this food shit that he doesn't eat.
I've
it's weird.
I've this.
Homemade mac and cheese.
Nope.
Chili.
Fuck no.
Little Caesar's pizza.
Can't. Heartburn. Nope. Terrible. I can't take it.
What else? What else? Like normal food.
Like normal food?
Not like junk shit that
eggs.
we eat.
Here's one. Eggs.
You can't eat eggs?
Nope. I haven't had eggs since Christmas Day of last year.
That's not too bad.
I have an intolerance to eggs. Even so much so that we found this out because I got my flu shot last week.
Yeah.
And you know what they say?
There's eggs in there.
Are you allergic to eggs? Well, guess what? I got the flu shot. I was sick as hell for like 24 hours.
Damn.
I was upset. Felt like shit. So
I'm calling PETA. You hate chickens.
Yeah, but
I love eggs though, but can't eat them. Yep.
What else? I mean, how do you go to IHOP or Waffle House now?
But yeah, dude will go to.
I like hash browns. Yeah. No. Hell no to the grits.
No, I'm with you on the grits.
I like grits.
I can't do grits.
Foul.
The first time I ever had them, I was at Co Winstead's parents' house in Bowling Springs, South Carolina. And I wake up in the morning, we're going to the Peach Bowl, Clemson versus Mississippi State, circa 1996. Show up and big breakfast. Mama Winstead makes this wonderful breakfast. Papa Winstead sitting there chowing down. He's got grits, sausage, bacon, eggs, everything, butter, just in the one big pile. He looks up and I'm looking at him as an 18-year-old, 19-year-old from New Jersey going, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
He looks at me, he's like, what? We a little redneck around here. And so what did I do? As any, good house guest would. I got grits, put my sausage, cut it up, put it in there, bacon, egg, everything in there. It was delicious. I'll do it to this day.
That's because you had everything else in it.
Yeah, but that's how you eat them. Come on. You're not just going to eat grits. Yeah.
I agree.
Eddie says boiled eggs are boneless chicken fetuses.
That's fine.
I'm calling Pete on Eddie too.
Abortion rights.
The Bluefield Beavers need to change their name to the Bluefield Blue Bombers. Oh no, that's offensive.
Unused Beavers.
You want to talk about? You want to go back to chicken?
Yeah, chicken. Will you eat chicken?
I'll eat chicken, but I wouldn't eat it yesterday. I spent 3 hours in that fucking chicken plant yesterday. 3
But no, let's go back to the serious shit on everyday stuff that you would not eat.
Nothing super spicy. Can't do it. Don't want to do it. It's just not worth it. No jalapenos. Forget about it.
What?
Not a jalapeno. Not.
Well, that's that. Okay, a lot of people but homemade mac and cheese. That's like noodles and
Kraft macaroni and
cheese.
Don't even like the regular ones. Spirals. Let's go, baby.
That don't make sense.
No, it's just the best. I mean, my kids ate
maybe the best, but
they had some type that homemade macaroni and cheese type shit tonight, and I was like, "This is
shit! The shit that comes off the pan and the cheese is going over the edge." Oh my god!
Vomit. No, not a chance. No.
How do you vomit on the same recipe?
No peppers. Definitely never a red pepper. Absolutely not a green pepper. Raw onions. Forget about it.
Even on a burger?
Huh?
Even on a burger?
I won't do raw onions on a burger either.
Oh, okay.
The worst onion in the
That's
pan
Midwest.
is when you're in like a deli and they're actually putting them on the slicer and then they put your meat on it and they slice it. And I'm like, okay, I'm out. But no onions. Even cooked onions, I don't really like them that much. Onion rings, though, I'm in. Makes sense.
I used to do that in college. I'd go Whopper, no onion, onion rings.
That's right.
And they'd look at you like.
See, I'm not a cooked carrot guy, but I love raw carrots.
I can do that too. I love raw carrots. I'm not a cooked carrot guy either. I cannot eat raw broccoli, but I'll eat cooked broccoli.
Really?
See, I can do both on that.
It's like a treat in your mouth. Like it gets caught in, when you have my teeth or lack thereof, you can't eat stuff.
I'm just amazing the common fall or comfort holiday food, mac and cheese and chili. No. Jesus Christ.
Chili is the worst thing on the planet. I think it's useless. I can eat baked beans, but I'm not eating beans in the chili. I'm not eating chili because it's a bunch of meat cooked up with a bunch of bullshit, and which would be also peppers, onions. It's basically a combination of everything I hate in the world. You might as well throw some homemade macaroni and cheese in with the chili.
And Ohio State.
But in spaghetti sauce, the same thing, but with.
Don't really like spaghetti sauce. I could eat spaghetti with just butter on it, like a little baby, like a child.
That happens a lot at my house.
I've never. Your kid's 3. I'm 44.
He doesn't eat it. It's another one that's in this house.
Okay, gotcha. He's 11.
You are common.
16.
16. But I mean, I'll eat it, but I mean, I like butter too. Yeah.
Okay, that's under. You like cereal. Butter too, but that means you like both. But
no cereal.
What?
No. Not a chance. Like Frosted Flakes, very rarely. Maybe. No.
Captain Crunch?
No. I never even tried it. No. The only time when I'll eat cereal is homemade Chex Mix when my parents make it.
But that's like the pretzel and shit in a bowl with
no pretzels. No pretzels in my Chex Mix.
Peanuts.
Nope. Cereal.
You've never had Captain Crunch ever?
Never even thought about it.
Oh, dude, we're getting drunk one night. I'm going to give you Captain Crunch.
I don't like sugar. I mean, I don't like. I like Halloween. You know how much candy I ate? None.
I'm not a big like sweet guy too. But Captain Crunch, Jesus Christ!
I've never even tried it. I've never even been around it.
That's what
Apple
I had.
Jacks, I used to eat Apple Jacks dry.
You know what?
As a kid sometimes, but that was like.
I had to when I talked to my grandparents when I was a kid because my mom would not feed me that shit that I love so much. I'd say, "Grandma, can you give me Captain Crunch when I come and visit?" Both of them boxes.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know. Yeah. And my mom's like, well, he can't eat that, and I'm like, bullshit.
My son lives on Cinnamon Toast Crunch daily. I've never even tried it.
Oh, that's a good one too, man.
Never even tried it.
Hey, bad habit. 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I always have a bowl of cereal. Oh my god.
Gross. I'm asleep.
I love it. I love it. Cereal. Yeah.
Oh.
But
that T-shirt, you've seen it. It says serial killer. That has the cereal graphs on. Oh my god.
Gross.
Yeah. See any of those cereals like the chopping beef, the Captain Crunch, and even the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man, all that stuff.
Oh,
the milk afterwards.
But we just drink milk.
I don't drink milk though.
You just drink.
I think I'm lactose intolerant.
You drink the milk that's left over in the bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drink. When I have breakfast at home, I'll drink a glass of milk with it. When I have dinner at night, I drink a glass of milk too.
Yeah, milk's great. I love it.
But no one drinks just milk when they're my age.
Are you doing full 4% or whatever?
No, we don't go deep. We're 2%.
Whole milk.
Oh, I'm organic whole. Organic whole.
No whole. No, that's like.
Oh yeah, Jesus
never
Christ.
1%. That's white water.
Eddie just ate a big old bowl of cornflakes with 5 scoops of sugar. You can save a little bit.
Yeah,
you can save a little bit
of sugar cane fields.
you could save a lot of that sugar pricing, if you're cost conscious and just buy Frosted Flakes.
Yeah,
I won't drink anything diet. I can't stand that taste. I don't like tea. No teas. No.
Unsweet or sweet?
Zero. No tea.
And you don't drink coffee?
No coffee, no warm drinks at all, ever.
Jesus Christ, what planet do you come from?
It's called Ohio.
I won't even try it.
It is.
I do fine.
Shut the fuck up, Eddie.
And this is the last time we've seen Eddie Lockett on our show. No, I'm just kidding. Frosted Flakes was the only sugary cereal that was allowed in my house growing up. So I love Frosted Flakes.
I had Ice Cube somewhere.
Especially solid. Doesn't matter. You don't need those. JJ, this week we're switching gears. Let's stop picking on locks for a minute.
That's fair.
Self-inflicted.
It might have been last week. That's what we're here to do. Talk about your insecurities.
I don't care.
You came up with a text of our text thread, and I laughed so hard I spit out my milk, or maybe it was on Facebook. I forget what it was, but I forget what the context was. So I need your context with your quote of the week, and give us the quote.
Well, the quote of the week was all about locks, and this was the Halloween decorations.
It's decorating upstairs, and we have we have a zombie that we hang off of like our top porch. It makes it look like he's climbing in.
Yeah, it's great.
And it's seen better days, but it gets weathered. It's up there for a couple weeks, and it had no structure to it, so it was just kind of like laying there. Right. So I took some blueprints from the office and crinkled them up and stuck them in to make his legs kind of like more stiff and rigid again. And then what I sent a picture of it, and what I said note. What I say. I said, look at the
legs to make more stiffened and lifeless like my soul. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought my life was empty.
I was like, note to blueprints.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Note the blueprints in his legs.
His legs to make.
It feels like to be rejected lately.
To make him stiffened and lifeless like my soul. It was brilliant.
It was
Eddie Lockett usually comes up with the comment of the night. That was like the text.
No, that was the winner.
By far
winner.
Was hilarious. And we also
like my soul.
Also on the Facebook page this past week, we had some guy that suggested that we follow NASCAR.
Right.
So next week, NASCAR preview. I think NASCAR started, but we got preview. We're the preview guys. So next week we'll give you our NASCAR preview.
Sure NASCAR started in February. You guys have been to the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
I don't remember
with Eddie Lockett.
But Eddie Lockett was
He doesn't remember it either.
NASCAR should be about over.
Worst
of about over
trip of my life.
It was the best. It's the only one I've ever went on, and it was wonderful. We're getting to the picks. Let's do the picks this week and then get the fuck out of here.
All right. Hey, I just want to thank last week's picks, what should have been picks. I want to thank Clemson and Notre Dame for backdooring me in a way I've never felt that way before.
Notre Dame backdoored you too?
Oh!
The Clemson.
Oh!
Florida State was backdoor.
Yeah, that was backdoor.
I didn't need a cigarette. I needed a whole carton.
I don't remember.
Well, on the year, Locks is 20 for 36. I believe the way I would say it is 20 and 16.
Right.
They keep correcting me and saying I'm wrong. Yeah. JJ is 21 and 15, or 21 out of 36. So one game has separated these two boys. I know 2 weeks ago you both went 3-2. But you had games wrong. You didn't pick the same game. So I had it up here, and then I threw it out.
I tell you what, if the pros were listening to us, they'd be living large in Vegas. You got to be 54%. And you're making great money.
Yeah. Marty's 20 and 10 on the year.
That's incredible.
Incredible. 66%.
He has no life. I love him, but he has no life.
Better than we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, this week we got 5 games. Let's pick them. Right now, the spreads are as of this afternoon, I believe. Locks sends them to
yesterday nightish.
yesterday night. It's just when they came out. So they may have moved a little bit, but this is what we have. This is what we're going on. JJ's in the lead, so he'll go first. Michigan -1.5 at Penn State. Who you got, JJ?
Both teams are playing the same way, but a little bit of a difference with Penn State, as in not for the better. I'm going to go with Michigan State. Or Michigan. Sorry, Michigan. Going to go with Michigan, the 1.5. I think they're going to beat them by more than that.
I don't. This one.
They got a great running game.
This was a pick 'em for a while, and then it went Penn State. Now it's back to Michigan as the favorite. Being that it's at home, and it's a nooner, isn't it? Too.
It is.
It's early, so we're not getting that,
whiteout don't mean shit.
Yeah, no whiteout. God, I know that Penn State has lost some really disappointing games. I haven't watched barely any Michigan play.
It's big
I
time.
saw Michigan State. Yeah. Michigan.
All right.
I don't know enough to.
Yeah. Good
But
pick. Good pick.
This will be 3 losses in a row for Penn State, I think. Put them at
I don't know.
4 or 5 losses on the season if they lose.
Another big game in the Big 12. We're getting down to Waco, Texas, home of David Koresh. Oklahoma -5.5 at Baylor. Fox, you go first on this one.
Correct. This is the game that Baylor was looking ahead to last week when they fucked me with my pants on. But so they should be.
How'd it feel?
It hurts big time. But
You're wearing corduroys last week, no doubt.
I was friction. Oklahoma had a week off. It shouldn't be an issue. Their defense is outstanding. Baylor actually has a little bit of a defense, but I'm still sticking with Oklahoma here.
JJ, who you got?
Locks mentioned it. Bye week. I'll take Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We're not talking about it enough. I'm trying to type these things in. Golly. We're moving over to the Grove. Yeah, Texas A&M, 2.5-point road favorite at the Fighting Lane Kiffins at Ole Miss. JJ, you go first here. Who you got?
You don't go
That's a
against
tough
Lane
one.
Kiffin in the Grove. Hotty toddy. I'm trying to give you time to type.
I'm good. I got that one. That was
You
only
got it.
6,
I'm
7
going
letters.
Ole Miss. Texas A&M still can't score points. Ole Miss does. Going with Ole Miss. Hotty toddy.
This is college game day. Environment is going to be electric.
Yep.
In the tailgate down at the Grove. It's going to be crazy down there, man. And
Why haven't we done a show there?
I don't know.
I don't like crowds like that, though. They're on top of you, man. I don't know. I don't like it.
Since when did you care about that?
I don't like light blue. I think
We're navy blue, dickhead.
I think Ole Miss is. I think they're just going to have enough energy to pull this thing out, and if they lose, it's going to be tight. So, give me Ole Miss too. But
Yeah.
I mean, A&M, like, are they good again? I don't get it, man. I mean, I don't get
They
it.
lost to Auburn.
My
Didn't they?
degenerate friends down at one of my degenerate friends in Texas, a different one that's not on any podcasts, actually told me that he thinks A&M is going to win this one today or on Saturday. So we'll see.
That's
Right.
Texas boastfulness.
Yeah, he's not an A&M guy. He does.
I
not.
love
He
Ole
actually
Miss.
Oklahoma.
I love Ole Miss's quarterback. He's fucking awesome.
Matt Corral.
Yeah.
Speaking of loving quarterbacks, NC State at Wake Forest. Wake Forest is a 1.5-point favorite. All 31,000 are going to be in that stadium supposedly
Mm-hmm.
to get loud. Who you got? Locks.
Yeah, out of our 5 games, we got 4 road favorites here. So this is the only home favorite, but not much of advantage. Like you said, 31,000, and I'm sure half those people show up.
There's a basketball game.
I think this is going to be a really good game. I don't know what time this one's on, but it might be worth a peek. But
What?
NC State has a little bit of a defense, but I think Wake
They do.
Forest Wake Forest can put it together, man. I'm going to roll with Wake on this one. I really don't know for sure, but I think this is going to be a fun one to watch.
Damn it.
JJ, you?
I'm going Wake. Wake can score anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, top feels.
I mean, it's I know NC State's got a good defense. However, if Wake can score 5 times, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at NC State's defensive stats and go back to the teams that they've really held to very little points, the team that they played is not that good. So when they play some better competition, it's a little skewed that way. So
yeah.
I think it's going to be a real tight one, but high scoring as well.
I'm excited for that one too.
When's the last time you were excited for a Wake Forest game, maybe? Yeah.
Last week.
That's right.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Before that, never.
Third quarter last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I turned it off. And
those
finally, our weekly Notre Dame game. Notre Dame 5.5-point favorites at Charlottesville. I think our fearless leader leads us off again. Yes, JJ, you're up first.
No, here we go. Typical Notre Dame pick. I'm going to tell you why. Charlottesville's at home, or Virginia's at home. They always seem to get pumped up at home. Virginia's quarterback has thrown for 3,557 yards.
Broken ribs.
Is he out?
He's not out, but he's got broken ribs.
Does he?
Don't be giving
Damn you! You just
away.
changed the whole damn deal on me.
Giving picks away, moderator. He's going to come after he locks it in.
I just wanted to keep him from getting the wrath of Pauk. That's all.
Oh, because that's a long Saturday that's a long next 2 days when I get that.
He's still playing, Jeff. He's not going to miss this game.
Give me Notre Dame 5.5. Damn you. I think the defense is going to get it on now. I didn't know he's hurt.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame's going to stomp their ass. I already had Virginia written down here for you.
Sorry about that.
Up your night, man.
That's my fault.
This is my chance to catch up.
Well, I mean, thank you for letting me know about what's going on. I did not know about the ribs.
Yeah, he broke 2 ribs in the BYU game. Still played throughout. Coach Mendenhall said he may not play this week. He says he's playing, so we'll see who wins out. He'll probably have a flak jacket on, obviously, but I don't know.
It's a great place to watch a game too, because everyone is stoned to bejesus.
Virginia's in love with Greg. Virginia's got a great offense, and they got a putrid defense. So I'm hoping for a shootout.
And that's the rarity with Bronco, because he usually has a solid defense and a offense.
Yeah, so let's go over these picks real quick. They're all the same, so I'm just going to say it once. JJ and Locks both picked Michigan, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Wake Forest, and Notre Dame. Good picks, boys. Good picks.
Do we really pick same shit?
Same shit. Copycat.
So
still one up, bitch.
Let's just root for the boys this week. Just maybe 5-0 week for them boys. And what else is going on?
Hey, Locks, we can do it again. We can do a perfect week again.
That's right. What's Clemson going to get a cover? What do they got?
Yeah, no, it's over 40. No.
40.
Oh no, I'll take whoever the hell they're playing.
UConn.
They're playing UConn.
And they got a new coach.
Not yet, but yes, he's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Soon
though. They're gonna be pumped up for not him, but
Jim Moore Jr. Hey, got to tip your cap to the guy for taking that job. Randy Edsall had him competitive back the first time around, and then when he went back there again, I don't know what happened. I think he just packed it in. What else is going on in the world? Anything else good, guys? Before we
Veterans Day, guys. Veterans Day.
Thank you very much to all the veterans out there.
Absolutely.
You deserve thanks and praise more than just this one day, but we appreciate it.
Yep.
And thank you to Marty Coleman and seldomnewsreserve.com for putting this mess right there on their page. We do appreciate it. And also this year, thanks to JJ and Locks both for their contribution to We Feed Vets. Kyle, Texas, we feed the veterans, and I say we because I'm involved, and Marty lives down there in Kyle, Texas. So if you're interested in it, let me know and find me on the social medias. Find seldomnewsreserve.com. It'll be up on there. It's a Venmo to Marty. 100% of the proceeds will go to the vets to get them a really nice meal down there in Kyle, Texas. It's just a little bit of something what we can do, and I'm proud to be part of that. So on behalf of
real quick, when people say we got to take care of our own, this is a program that lets you take care of your own. Take care of the vets. That's the best thing in the world.
On behalf of Zach Locks Parker, Jeff Justin, JJ in Tampa, I am Casey the Beef Creek. And thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Maybe.
Right here.
Right.
And maybe Mrs. Beef too.